Welcome to Stephen Bauer Homestead. My name is Stephen Bauer. And for the longest time, I have delayed cleaning my Glock simply because how painful it is to take the slide off of the lower receiver. And you have to do it using this slide lock or slide takedown lever right here. And so I'm going to show you a quick and painless way to replace the standard slide lock with an extended slide lock. It's so easy. You have to do this. It increases the functionality and you'll never have to not want to clean your gun again. In addition to your Glock, you're going to need a standard punch to release the tension on the spring that's holding your slide lock in place. And then of course you're going to need your extended slide lock, the one that you're replacing the standard slide lock with. And we're going to clear the Glock right now just by removing the magazine. We're going to put the slide to the rear. We're going to look down the chamber, make sure there's no ammunition in it or anywhere else in the gun. And I would like just to point out, if you haven't seen my video on how to label magazines, if you have a bin full of magazines, I have a great way to identify each magazine. And so you can check out my video here, the full length video. I also have a shorts video that you can check out too. But how do I know that this is the slide lock and not the slide stop? Well, if I simply bring out the Glock exploded view of the weapon, you can easily see that the slide lock is identified here and that the slide stop lever is identified here. So in order to begin, really you're going to have to just take off the slide. And this is the part that I really dislike because you're going to have to use both the right and the left sides of this slide lock lever and pull it down. In order to do that, after you pull the slide back, you're going to press the trigger and you're going to pull the slide back just a little bit and then try and grasp both sides far enough so the slide will come off. And then the reason why I really hate that is because I've torn my fingernails, I've drawn blood before, and it's just a painful process. And I really despise taking the Glock apart. So in order to take the slide lock out, you're gonna have to just take a peek inside this and you're gonna identify this little spring right here. Here's your slide lock that goes from the left to the right. And you can see that it's spring-loaded because if you take your punch down, you can easily move it up and down. And it's held in place by this little paper spring right in here. And we're going to have to depress the spring, releasing the tension, and then your slide lock should just slide out. Be applying pressure straight down with using my punch onto the spring. I'm going to press down with my thumb and then turn it to the side a little bit, and it pops right out. So it's pretty easy to take out. And then when you put the new one in, it's just the reverse. Let's take a look at these and see the difference in size. Now there doesn't seem to be too much difference, but I mean, you can definitely see that the one is longer than the other. Let's kind of line it up there. And I don't know about the millimeter size, but any little bit extra is going to really provide some help. And if you notice the slide lock, one side has this little ridge on it right here, and the other side I mean, is just completely flat. So when you put it back in, this part of the slide lock is going to be facing you, the shooter. So just in reverse, we're going to take our punch, we're going to press down on this spring right there using our punch tool and just slide it through. And that's it. And man, I can see the difference already and feel it with my fingers, and that's going to be a lot easier to take down. See, I can just do it easily right now. With this other one, I just couldn't grab a hold of it. My hands were always greasy or had dirt on it or something. I just couldn't do it right. So if you want to take your slide off, it's the same process. Just pull it back a little bit and automatically I feel like I have control of that little takedown lever, that slide lock, and just comes right off in the same way. So super nice. I'm really happy with this. It only took a couple minutes just to kind of figure out what holds what in place and then just to kind of shake it around until that slide lock falls right out. But pretty easy process. It's awesome. I hope you guys take advantage of this and we'll see you next time.